Testing, testing. Ah, good, okay.
Welcome back, Green Wizard.
Okay, what's up, viewers? It is I, Jonas Obcuratus. And we're now streaming Infinifactory again. This is, one of my favorite games. I mean, I have a lot of favorite games. It's always hard to choose favorites. But, this is pretty great. I believe all the audio is working, although this game does have audio, but the audio isn't hugely important. Alright, so what we do here is we solve puzzles. Yeah. Finally, we have the lifter. And... right. So, here we are. We have been abducted by aliens and forced to build factories for them. So we're out on some kind of asteroid, it looks like. Probably quite far from Earth. And they want us to build these missiles. So, lifter. Right. So, how, oh, I know how to do this. Maybe. Alright. First, we'll do this, and we'll just see how it goes. Right. So, in this game, stacking things on top of each other is always annoying. That's how I see it. That thing goes on the bottom. It all has to go up here. So the interesting... okay, so this is the base. And that's perfectly aligned. That's at the perfect height, so that's fine. These guys have to be lifted. How do I... I'm not remembering my... oh, there we go. Okay. Lifted. So, if you get lifted, they just kind of sit there. See, they're getting lifted. And then they're getting lifted up and up. Oh, that's interesting. They get lifted up infinitely. But not what we really want. Is this... how close are we? Okay, that's good. So, this, okay. So, I want... This is the top. It has to get lifted even farther. But... we don't really... I mean, if I just leave it like this, that guy will go up here, and then the next one will come push it up, and it'll go up as far as we want. But that's going to take a while, so let's not do that. We're going to do this. We're going to push it. Push it real good. And we support pillar. There, see? Got a pillar holding up the thing. Oh, and then after that, what do we do? Yes, we do this. Perfect. But that is still not what we really need. We want it to be lifted again. We want it to be even lifted higher. Can we get much higher? We can. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've lost count already. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, right. So this, center, pipe, pusher. Pusher. Yes. So. Aha. Good. That works the way we want it to. Now we have to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Center. Pipe. Pusher. Conveyor. Good. But once again, we have to lift it again. So basically, we're just going to copy over. I could actually use the copy and paste tools, but I just feel like doing it by hand. Sensor. Wrong sensor. This sensor. We're going to sense, and we're going to push. Whoop. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Sense, and then push. Yes. And then, all right. All right. Now it's just a matter of making it line up and pushing it. Okay, so what we're going to do... Wait. So the problem... All right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There are a couple of ways I can do this. So what I want is I want the base to come along here. And then we get... How many is it? It's 3? It's 3 midsections. We want 3 midsections to come along and pile on top of them. And then we want the top. Once the top caps it off, then we send it to the output. So how do we do that? Let's see. All right, what I would like to do, I'm going to try something with the top guys here. Oh, no, that's wrong. So, with the midsections, midsection goes like that. Actually, let's do it a different way. Let's use the downward sensor. So the downward sensor goes like that. And then we're going to have 3 pushers. So this is usually what you would do. Usually the kind of thing you do if you want, well, you want a group of 3 of them going to the same place. So that's what we're going to do. We want a group of 3 of them going to the same place. So once we get 3 of them, they all go like that. Let's see how this works. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to add some delays. We actually have to add a lot of delays, I believe. So. Oh, not there. This may not be enough delays, but we will see. Alright, so this... Okay. Base goes along here. Alright. Yeah, we need more delays. Almost. You know what I recently started playing is a game called Hardship, which I think is pretty fun so far. I've only gotten a little bit into it. Okay, this, I believe, is what I want. Although... Wait, what the hell happened here? Let me look at that again. Oh, it's not even... I didn't connect it up correctly. The sensor has to go to every one of the pushers. Alright, so that was wrong. Yes, I think that's correct. So, now I'm going to do something a little weird. Might not make sense yet, but I think this is good. Sensor. Wait, the sensor... Well, that's fine. What I'm going to do... Now, the sensor is going to trigger this pusher as well. And the block should be able to sit on that pipe with no problem. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we need welders. The welders are going to connect up the blocks. So, if my structure works the way I want it to, I should have a base and 3 midsections all welded together going out onto this conveyor belt. 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. Wait, yes. Okay, it might work. It might work. Yes, look at that. Look at that. And, okay. Right. So we have the top. All right. Actually, this level might almost be finished. But, so you see, the base got here, and then the midsections came on, and then every time this senses and pushes, it pushes what's on here. So by the time it pushes those, we have a completed one, and it goes along here. And once we get here, we're going to wait. Are we going to wait? Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I got to look at this again. Bing, bang, born. All right. First, I definitely need delay. I definitely need delay. In the tops. That should give me some delay. But then, okay, I'm going to have to think this through again. That comes over from that side. And then it comes over. Okay, no, wait. No, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. When we sense the top, on this side, we push it forward toward the output. So the pusher has to be here. The pusher gets connected here. And that's all we need. Maybe. All right. The only issue is whether the delay is enough. The delay is not enough. The delay is not enough. Okay. No problem. This one. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. And the delay might still be not enough. Yeah. We need a bit more delay. Let's try that. Good, good. Almost. Almost. I don't think this is going to do it. I think we need a little bit more. Let's see. Right, let's try this. Whee! Look at it go. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the problem. So it needs to be welded. Okay, it needs to be welded. And... Alright. No problem. No problem. We just have to use a downward sensor. Because that's the thing. You want a sensor. So the parts have to come in from different sides. And you want a sensor. And you want welders. And you want a pusher. So you quickly run out of sides to use. But I believe I can do it if I put the welder on this side. So pipe goes up here. Right, so instead of using a sensor on the side, the sensor's on the top. And it does the pusher. So that's the same thing. Now we can put welders. Welders. So the welder has to be here. And the welder has to be here. And yes, now it should work. Yeah. Look at that. It's working. The alien conquerors get their missiles. Hooray. Woohoo! So my cycle score was very efficient. My footprint score was not efficient at all because I used all those delays. Huh. Okay. Lifter. Lifters are used to lift blocks a short distance upward. Like sensors, they make use of redacted particles, but bombard their targets with many orders of magnitude more to create substantial force. Have I done everything? Yeah, I've done everything here. Okay. Now, a nice chair. This is one of the 2 games I know of where you can make a nice chair. The other, of course, would be Dwarf Fortress, where you mine out some nice stone and you construct your nice throne. Stone, in Dwarf Fortress, the stone chairs are called thrones. Just for flavor, I guess. You can make a wooden chair, but it's a stone throne.
Did you ever watch Star Voyager? Probably not. It ran for half a season on Fox before being unjustly cancelled. I started an online petition about it, but then I got abducted by aliens. Is that ironic? Anyway, this place reminds me of that episode in the asteroid field. I wonder if the aliens even keep an eye on me. As long as I'm alive and making the weird knickknacks and things, they don't care. I could be down here having a party. Do they even know what a party is?
Interesting. I think the aliens do know what parties are, because they are they're kind of shown as capitalist conquerors. We'll see a bit more of that later. Nice chair. So, oh, it comes out as single blocks. That is annoying. So what's the best way to do this? All right. First of all, let's where's my thing? I need a side welder. Do I not have a oh, here we go. Watch this. All right. Now we have them in these 2 block thingies. Good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. No. Well, okay. Actually, I want it on this one. And then we go like this, and you know what? Let's just put a little bit of a buffer like that. Oh, wait. So, yeah, like that. Okay. This will give me what I want, I think. So, pushers. Pushers. Okay, I hope this works. Pushers all have to be activated by the same sensor. But we don't want that one. Is this thing, is my thing supported by anything? It's going to fall down, isn't it? Yeah, it fell right down. Fell right down. Okay. No problem. Much like Dwarf Fortress, you can just have one little support, and it keeps the whole thing up. So... I mean, it just clings to the wall. All right. I believe... Bing... Oh. 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 Okay. That was kind of dumb on my part. But no problem. All right, look. Now we have 6 of them. We have 6 of them coming out. Okay. So. These, yeah, these go. And we're going to weld them. Going to weld them together using downward welders. And we're going to support the welders here. That will give us a kind of a square. And one of them has to rotate. All right, let's see what this does. All right. Rotating the wrong way. And... wait, what's the key? What's the key to flip it? There we go. It's C. Right. Now then, this is going to be the bottom layer. This is going to be the bottom layer. Okay. And we can just drop that down, in fact. All right. That's going well. Dun. Actually, no, we didn't want it like that. So, this is gonna go here. No, wait. And it's gonna sit there, and then this one is gonna come along, and it's gonna get welded. But how's it gonna get welded? It's gonna get welded with downward welders. So if this can slip in, then that should be good. All right. Oh, my welders were not supported by anything. That's fine. Whoop. In order not to do... In order not to increase the footprint, I'm going to do it over here like that. Okay. Bling. Oh, wait. Interesting. This is annoying. So far, all we've done is the bottom layer. We haven't even gotten to the top layers. But... all right, now we have our foundation. So... the foundation's going to sit there. Good. We have a foundation. Now, another one. Yeah. So. Will that... yeah, that will work. But this one has to be... rotated. Get rotated. Yes. Wow, that actually worked exactly the way I wanted it to. Okay. And in order to weld... oh, cool. It actually works. Side welders. Side welders. Okay. Wait. I might not even need that welder. No, I do. Okay. So, we're more than halfway done here. These two, we have to stack them. You have to stack them. And it has to fall a bit. That's weird. What just happened? Oh. Misaligned conveyor belt. Okay. Right. And these... Okay. Right. So, it sits here. And then it gets pushed this way when there is a... Yeah, okay. I think this will work. We just have to do sideways center. And... Wait. Is it going to work? It might work. It might work. Let's see. So that one... Wait, what just happened? Oh. Okay. I have to move everything to the right. Or I have to move everything in this direction. And the reason I do that is so that I can put conveyor here. So this will slide in under the radar, literally. All right. And then this, okay. Let's see. All right. Oh. Okay, now here I'm running into that problem again with the welders. Right. So, we're going to... We're going to put a downward sensor and put the welders on this. Oh, it actually... No, it has to be the higher. And then welders. But this is not going to work yet, I think, because I need some sort of a... So it's going to come along, but it also needs to be... Huh. Wait. Okay. I need for it to go through here, so it has to go through where the pipe is. So I have to move the pipe Just reroute it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. And this actually has to be a conveyor. So this will go all the way through and then go down like that. And then get welded and pushed. All right. Okay. It did not go all the way this way before getting moved. So good. Yes. All right. we're sort of running out of space here. That's fine. Yeah. So this just has to... All right. I just have to do one more stack. One more stacking operation, and then we'll have a nice chair. Oh, it got blocked. That's fine. I can fix that. No, actually, it needs to go this way. So, it comes along here, it gets moved over, then it... No, I have to do it the other way. Alright. It comes along here, it gets moved over this way, then it continues on. As a matter of fact... Alright, as a matter of fact, it's kind of working, but... Okay, wait. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. What's wrong? And then it... Oh. Alright. How do I fix this? I'm trying to pile everything into the same location. Okay, so first of all... Let's see what this does. That goes along like that. Good. That goes down like that. Oh. I guess I didn't really want to do this, but maybe I have to. Well, oh, you know what? Before I do anything drastic, good. And then let's see. Good, good. Okay. Okay. That is the shape that we want. Now we just have to figure out... Now we just have to figure out how to weld it together and push it. So... yeah. There are two options. Wait, I think I got it. I think I got it. Let's see. Right. So that goes like that. That goes like that. Yes. Okay. So. The pusher can be here. No. Wait. Oh. The problem is it's not going to fit. If I try to push it this way, it's not going to fit. But... But... If... I can put a sensor here. So, this sensor will sense when everything is done. And the welder can be here. The welder can be here. The sensor can be there, which means the pusher has to be on that side. The pusher has to be here. Which means the sensor pipe has to run down through here. I think I'm going to be amazed if this actually works. No, it's not going to work. Because there's something here. Where does the sensor... The sensor pipe has to go... up. Sensor pipe has to go up. And... Huh. Right. Yes. Okay. Let me just look at this again. All right, the sensor is falling down. We'll take care of that. Okay. All right. The sensor pipe has to go up. And then it has to go probably down this way. So it has to go... just a sec. Okay. All right, so... No. All right, has to go like that. Yeah. All right. Interesting. Will this actually work? I don't know. But, alright, I might have solved the level. Probably not. Let's see. That goes like that. That goes like that. Oh, I see a problem. I see a problem. Right. Yeah, that's the problem. So, I don't think it'll work if I do it like this. Yeah, it's slid out. Huh. All right. I think the only way to do it... The only way to do it is to do it in two separate things, because I'm trying to do everything in this small area. And I'm just running out of degrees of freedom. I'm just running out of spaces for things to go. I'm just running out of directions for things to go. I have to sense... I have to sense here. Or I have to sense here. Wait a minute. I'm actually doing this totally the wrong way. Hang on a minute. All I have to do is sense it from down here. That's actually much easier. Okay. All right. I think I might have solved it. That, and boom! That is a nice chair! Whew! That was a tricky one. Okay, so this one's been solved. Yay! Performance review. Let's try one of these puzzles. Relay satellite. Ah, yes. Cool. So what I also love is that these levels are interesting. They're like little asteroids. And once you get far enough in the game, you will unlock the ability to create your own levels, which is actually really fun. So that's what I'm eventually hoping to do on stream, but I don't know. We'll see.
I've had a lot of time to just think, being alone so much. I wondered about my job back on Earth. I was an industrial designer. I tested and designed paper towel dispensers mainly. I was just 4 months away from taking the licensing exam so I could be a professional paper towel dispenser designer. I don't even know what will come after this. Will I ever go home? Will I ever see my parents again? Or do something like watch Star Voyager? I can't think about all that now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do this trick again. So, okay. So here's the thing. There are a couple of tricky parts here. This is a stamper. If we take one of these blocks and we run it next to the stamper, it'll stamp. So, that's what we need. And we need 3 of them stacked up. We also need it rotated, which is its own issue, but we'll get to that. So, I want... So, if we can get a 3-block high stack and run it past the stamper, it'll be stamped. Cool. 3 blocks with pushers. Also, I like being able to build right off these containers. That's kind of cool. Bing, bing. Oh. Downward. Cool. Welding. I feel like I just figured out this whole thing in the last level. Or, you know, this isn't my first playthrough, so in theory I know how to do all these puzzles. But I just figured out and or remembered how to do that in the last level. So, just do it quickly like this, and this will get us what we need. So, 3, weld, weld, weld. Okay, so, right, now we see it's stamped. So it has to be rotated. The tricky thing here is you can't rotate, or at least I don't know how to rotate a 1-block thing. 1 block in length or width. You see, this is just 1 block in length and width. You can put it on a rotator and it will rotate. But then you have to get it off the rotator. In order to get it off the rotator, you'd probably use a pusher. But if you put the pusher next to it, it's not going to rotate because even retracted, the pusher is going to block the rotation. That's the tricky part. But as you can see, part of the level is adding these satellite thingies. So we're going to use the satellite thingies to rotate. And we're going to... Alright. This will very quickly give us 2 thingies that are 2 blocks long. See? Thingies that are 2 blocks long. That's my technical jargon. So, thingies that are 2 blocks long, and we need 2 of them. So, 2 of them. Hey, Zero, how's it going? What's up? This is hurting your head on. Yeah. As you might have guessed, I like the puzzle games. I'm not the absolute best, but I can get pretty far. So, but it all, well, this, you know, this is one of the games by Zach Barth and his company, Zachtronics. And they are so distinctive that games like this are called Zach-likes. See, now I have 2 of them. they're so distinctive that they're called Zack-likes, and they're known for being difficult. I've never actually finished this game all the way through. I got about 80% of the way through. But the levels all build on each other. So once you figure out a technique for one level, it helps you with another level. So we got to get those guys meeting. And then this... Oh, wait a minute. Oh. So either I have to rotate it, or else I have to do it a different way. Let's go ahead and rotate. How is this gonna... This is gonna go along like this. No, we want it switched. Alright. And we're gonna... Puzzle as in build this factory to create the objective. Yeah. So, the whole point of this game, this is our objective. You know, this is a structure. Finite resources. Well, you do have finite well, the finite resources are not really the point, because it's all about optimization. So in theory, you're trying to get the best score, right? And there are three things you get scored on. You score it on how efficiently it works, how long it takes to create the products, how many blocks you've used, and your footprint, which is basically how large it is. So you're trying to build an efficient factory if you really want to go for a high score. Mostly I just try to solve the puzzles. And I mean, if you... Yeah, as long as you're able... So you can see these little blocks come out, and then they stack up, and they get stamped. So this is the middle of the thingy. And then these are the two arms. So I gotta... Yeah, this is rotated, and there is a reason for that. So, how am I doing for height? Oh, they are exactly the height that they need to be. That's good. Nope. Interesting thing about this. So, some years ago, Zach Barth created a game called Infiniminer. And it was a game where you're on an you're on an asteroid, an alien planet, or something like that. And, you know, it's a 3D world made up of blocks. And so you go and you mine out blocks. And he figured out this whole thing for selecting the block that you're looking at. And he was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So he just released that for free, Infiniminer. And another developer named Notch saw that game and decided to copy the mechanic and turn it into Minecraft. I mean, obviously, Notch did a lot more work. Infiniminer was a very simple game, and Notch added all the crafting and the combat and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. That Notch, yeah. But that was Infiniminer. So eventually, once Zach Barth really, had a few games actually published and was making money off them, he created this Infinifactory, which was taking that thing, but, the 3D world, and bringing it into a puzzle direction. And one of the things you can do with this game, if you get far enough into the game, you can unlock a puzzle creation mode, which is basically just like creative mode in Minecraft, where you could make a little asteroid thing like this, and you could make these cargo containers spitting out things, and you can make it into a puzzle. You design your own puzzle. But it's actually really fun just to, like Minecraft creative mode, to create environments. But Now I'm gonna try to solve this puzzle. I gotta get these together. So, how do I do it? Okay. This is gonna go over here. Yeah, that's gonna go over here, and this is gonna go here. Wait. No. That's not going to work because I have to weld them. And I have them in two different directions. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. I'm going to move this over here. That gives me a little more space. And then, why did I do that again? No, we're gonna move this so it's like that was just like in Infinifactory. Yeah, yeah. If you're really interested, it's funny on Steam. There is a thing called Zach Like, which is basically it's a free thing. Behind the scenes design documents. And I think it includes Infiniminer. It includes a bunch of playable games. It also includes Constructor, where you make digital circuits, which was one of my favorites. And somebody else just released a game called Hard Chip. Somebody named Elworth. They released a game called Hard Chip, which was, I think, definitely inspired by Constructor, which is cool. I've been playing that. Yeah, I've been playing that. That's pretty cool. So, how do I do this? Okay, I think I see how to do this. Yes, I do see how to do this. Yeah, but I mean, I've been a fan of Zachtronics for a while, so I could go on about that for a while. My favorite is Space Chem, but I really do like the puzzle creation ones. Oh yeah, it's funny. Another one of his is Opus Magnum. And the interesting thing about Opus Magnum, they just released a DLC with a bunch more puzzles. And that was actually created by fans. Apparently there are a bunch of fans who are like, we have some ideas for some cool new puzzles for Opus Magnum. And they got it, they got it released as an official DLC, which is pretty cool. Right, so that's... Okay, you can see I'm making progress here. Oh, yeah, here we go. So that... I might be nerding out. Zero's nerding out in your ear. Yeah, so the interesting thing about Zachtronics, it's funny, there are some of the puzzles are very spatial. Like this one is blocks, right? This is blocks being put together. Opus Magnum is two-dimensional, but it's like little spheres that represent alchemical atoms. Then there's Space Chem, which represents real atoms, and there's Molec Synthes, which is the same thing. But then there are a bunch of puzzles which are just programming. I mean, they are just programming. You just write programs. That's what you do. So that's Exapunks, TIS 100, Shenzhen IO. And I also like those because I do know a little bit about programming. But Yeah. What the hell am I doing here? I have to get them welded. My brain is refusing to brain at this point. I mean, I know I've done this before, but... So, when these two things come here, I sense that they are here. And I have to push them somewhere, but I also need to weld them. So... Wait. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this come in, and then I'm going to have it flip over that way. It's going to move over and then go here. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I don't even need to... If the timing is right, I don't even need to push it. It'll just happen. See if this works. The timing was not right. Also, it was unaligned. It was not aligned correctly. So it has to go like this. So, because the timing wasn't right, it needs to be delayed. So, we're just going to put in some extra conveyor belts. I hope that helps. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Alright. However, now we're facing another problem. Actually, I shouldn't do it this way. I should do it the other way. Alright, time to rip out everything I just did. See, the problem there, I was having this side, the right one, come in on this side. But then the left one has to come in too. We should do the left one first. Otherwise, we're getting a non-planar graph. And the conveyor belts are looping around each other. So that's not good. But now I understand how to do it better. Maybe. This guy comes in this way. And this one has to... Yes, this one has to slide in. So, this one has to slide into the DMs. And go like this. Yes. And then, this goes like here. But this may have to... go like this. All right. Oh, look at that. It actually worked. It actually worked. And then... And then... And gentlemen, and then... Alright, I'm almost there. I need to do exactly the same thing. And then this... This one's gonna come along. This one's gonna come along. And then it's gonna go like here. And we're gonna put the welders... All right. Is this going to work? Oh. Oh. Almost. Almost. I need more delays. And the problem is... The problem is that this... We can't have it go that way because... All right, we're gonna do it just a little differently. We're gonna have this one slide in from the side. If it slides in from the side, then we can have the welders like that. Slides in from the side. Yes. And it gets moved like that. Oh, I think I'm almost there. But this one might need delays, so we're gonna look at that. Ah, there! Look at that! Look at that! All right. Whoop. Okay, more delays. Well. All right, and it needs to be rotated. That's fine. That is fine. But we need more delays. Oh. Okay. I think this should work. Let's see. That guy goes around like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. And right, look at that. Okay. So, one more step. So it goes like this, and then it's over here, and then it's over here, and then we get rotated. Are we going to hit the wall? Probably. I guess we'll see. Okay. Whoa. All right. Yeah, we're actually hitting the wall there. That's not a big deal. We just need to move it over a bit. Move it over a bit. Okay. And... Wait. How far do we have to move it over? Probably to here. Oh, wait. Right. Like that. And then, like this. No, wait, that's probably wrong. C. Ah. Things are getting... Wait, oh, wait, it was actually working. Right? Hang on. It was almost working. I'm trying to save on space. I may not be able to do it. I may just have to go around from the back, so to speak. Alright. That's obviously not working. Okay. Let's, dun, 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 dun. Right. So... this will go along this way. And then... oh. Well, maybe I can... Alright. Let's see... Oh, good. Oh, good. Right. Yes. Almost. We've almost got it. We just need to put... Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. That goes like that. And then... no. Yes. So, rotated? Yes! It's working! Look at that! So, my cycle score is very good, or at least average. This actually shows a graph of how other people did. So, cycle score was very average. I got it fairly fast. Footprint score is not good. Block score was not good. But, you know, whatever. Yay! How's my performance review doing? Here I am with my alien captors. Oh, really? Oh, my. Intercourse Magazine. Coziest cabins for coitus. The country's best places to cuddle up. Santa came down my chimney and other reader stories. 3 is a crowd pleaser, getting the best out of a swinging good time. So, the aliens have abducted me, and in order to keep me happy, they give me various artifacts. Kangaroo Kickers 09. Floyd's hat. Rip Floyd. Armpits of Iron. With Dr. Seymour Pitts. That's a Bart calling those cat tavern joke right there. Intercourse Magazine, okay. And then of course they give you some food. Huh, okay. Time for more puzzles. Oh, and I can go to another resource site. I have to do a couple more puzzles here, but let's go to this other resource site, because it's... this is interesting. So suddenly we're here in a very pastoral world. A very pastoral world, which is a nice change of pace after all the asteroids. So we have this little bunker where they want us to make a factory of some kind. So what do they want us to make? They want us to make packaged gophers. Yep. So this right here is a gopher packaging machine, as you might expect. And here is where the gophers are. So if you just start things going, the gophers pop out. So you gotta harvest the gophers. Which is, I mean, a little morbid. But, you know, at least they're free-range gophers. So, this one is tricky. I remember this one. It's a little tricky because the gophers wander around, as you might expect from gophers, even alien gophers. So, you need a... so we push them. And we push them when we sense them. See? So you push them around and they start wandering around. Cute little critters. Then you have to lift them. Where's my lifter? Then you have to lift them. And you have to corral them into place. So, once you do this, you get lifted gophers. Nifty. So, and of course you got to get them to the level of the gopher packager. So you got to lift them again. See if I can remember how to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pusher. Pipe. Sensor. I wonder if I can... The problem is they're not at the level of the packager yet. Maybe I can just kind of exploit that. So I kind of corral them in and... Come on. And they get pushed up there. And then they leap off the conveyor belt. Which is, you know, not unexpected. Let's just build off our gopher packaging machine. So now the gophers get herded along. This is, of course, factory farming. And now they get packaged. Terrific. So, we've got 5. So we have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the funny thing is we have to split them up. Sensor goes here. And then we'll just, we'll have a couple of pushers. A couple of pushers going this way. This is pretty standard stuff. So, I want to try to get, well, I want to try to get more streaming in. This Wednesday is April 1st. I've actually already scheduled a stream for a game called Laugh Track. Which seems which seems fun but also kind of morbid. Where you are a sitcom writer or like a reality show writer, and you have to make things happen to the characters so that they're, you know, so that they're unhappy, because that gives you ratings. But they can't be too unhappy or they go insane. So, that's going to be April 1st, morbid humor on Laugh Track. So, tune in for that. Let me see if my gophers are being packaged correctly. Yes, the gophers are being packaged correctly. But as you can see, there are other gopher holes, so we can do the same thing. I mean, actually, I can let the thing run, and, you know, I'll get packaged gophers. But I can do it a bit more efficiently here. Yeah, this is really the only way you can do it. You have to corral the gophers in, then lift them up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then push. No, actually. We're going to do it one higher. Oh, well, actually, what I want to do is go... Oh, whoops. You know, I could really go for some packing, you guys. Yep. Wah, 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 wah. Remember years ago, watching The Muppet Show, and they introduced Scooter, like, who are you? Oh, my uncle runs the theater. Oh, okay. So what are you gonna do here? Well, I'm a gopher. I'll go for coffee. I'll go for bagels. I'll go for whatever you want. Always go for the joke. Oh, I did this wrong. Okay. I think this will work. Yeah, you see, now we have twice the amount of gophers. All right. One more gopher hole. See how quickly I can do this one. Like this. Sensor. Lifter. Corral. Now they get lifted up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. This is where we do the sensor. Where okay. Pusher goes here. Pipe. Sensor. Okay. And I believe we now have all 3 gopher holes being farmed in our factory farm. Oh, no, wait. There we go. There they go. Okay, meat product type 57. Oh, my cycles were very low. Interesting. Interesting. Yay. Relaxant formula. Terrestrial drone. Meat product type 101. Aerial combat shuttle. I remember the relaxant formula is pretty interesting. So, we're back on this planet. And this is the input. So this gives us all these trees. They're shipping in some trees. And we have to process the trees. Not only do we process them, we get these little bottles. Fortunately, there's a handy guide. Question mark? You put leaves into the machine. It fills up the thing. Actually, this one's a real pain. Oh, and you also have to... That's wood on the bottom. So they want the container to be decorative. So these guys harvest the trees to make alien booze. That's what they're doing here. Which, you know, fair, I guess. This is 4x4. That's annoying. How many... Get... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get 5. There are 5 pieces of wood, but in order to get them apart, you have to drill them. So you drill 2 out, and you get 3. So we're working with 3 pieces of wood per tree. Can I get 9? Can I get 9 out of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might be able to, but... Huh. Working with drills is always kind of annoying. In theory, you could get 16. But I wonder if that's even worth it to try to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I might have this completely wrong. Hold on a minute. No, it's only 2. There are only 2 layers of leaves. That's tricky. All right. And the eviscerator only goes sideways. Interesting. Okay. Right. So, what we're going to do... Yeah. I'm going to give this a shot. I don't think I'm going to solve this puzzle this stream. These take a while. We're going to put some eviscerators here. So the eviscerator will, you know... I think just looking at it, you can tell what it does, right? It's pretty obvious. It just destroys things. So. Cool. So we just... Right, we just destroyed that middle layer. Also, let's destroy the branches. A lot of stuff to worry about in this level. Okay. All right. Wait, let me look at that again. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Zero. Have a good night. I'm probably not gonna stream for that much longer, but I will be streaming on Wednesday, I hope. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Ah. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Okay, bye. Wait a minute. How does this... In theory, you can split... But then how do you do it? I wonder if it's possible. All right. I can't remember how it works, but we'll give it a shot. Is this going to work? I'm not sure. One sensor pipe. So I want to destroy kind of the second and fourth and then save the first, third, and fifth. It worked. Look at that. Nice. Okay. All right, for this... For this one... For this one, I bet there's a way where you can harvest more than 8. But that would be tricky. I don't feel like trying to figure it out right now. Okay, so this goes in. All right, we're going to do it like this. We're going to do like that. No. My intuition tells me I should do it like this instead. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And wow. All right. See how that. Wait. No, that's not right. That's right, I think. Okay. All right. Ah, I don't think I can get. I don't think I can get even 8 out of this. I don't think I can get 8 out of it. That's strange. Interesting. Okay. Although, no, because there has to be... Well, that's the thing. You know, I'd like to get rid of, like, this middle block. But in order for the Eviscerator to reach the middle block, it has to have a path. So there has to be something like that one. So, so actually... Okay, okay. All right. It's probably not worth it trying to put it all in the same place. So, I have no idea if I'm doing this correctly, but let's see. Okay. All right, this should be fine. Let's see if that works the way I want it to. Oh, it actually did. That was what I wanted. Okay. And with that, having done that, we can put one like that. And we get 5. Okay. I guess that's about as good as I can do. Right. Good. I missed it. Okay. I still missed it. What's going on here? Obviously, I'm doing something wrong. What's going on here? All right, that one. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We have 5. Now, okay. And we have 3 of those. So, I believe the way we have to do this is we have to do it, we have to fill it, and then at the right point, we push it off. And later in the game, you get counters that will count like 3 things, but we can't do that here, I believe. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go like this. Yeah. Okay. And then, but what we're actually going to do is we're going to do this, is we're going to have it like this. And it's going to come along this way. Once we build up 3, then we push it to 3. Sensor. Yes, that will work. And the sensor will also push. Hang on a minute. The sensor will also push this. All right. Okay. So we need bottles coming along there. Oh, the bottles. Yeah, I can do the bottles very easily. Bottles very easily. but they might need to be delayed. So we'll have to think about that. But these, okay. So leaves. Leaves. Good. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Oh, not quite. Okay. So I think this will actually create filled bottles. See if that works. Why did that not work? Well, the bottle needs to be delayed. That's fine. But 1, 2, 3. Oh! I didn't pipe the signal correctly. Yeah, I keep doing that somehow. Whatever. Ah! Yes, look at that. Filled bottles. Okay. A little bit more delay. A little bit more delay here. This might not be a good idea, because we'll have to do something with the logs. But I need to lift them anyway. I need to lift the bottles. The bottles will have to be lifted. How are we doing? Oh, it's actually... Oh, it's not quite working. Yeah. Alright, it's... The timing is difficult. The timing might not work. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. So, yeah, for this one, it's the timing that's really tricky. And then we gotta stack up log, bottle, and cap. That is definitely annoying. I think we need even more delay. Although, wait a minute. There is another trick. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, the leaves are going too fast, but that's fine. Because if we get too many leaves, we can just use an eviscerator. We just mount an eviscerator on the wall. Actually, that's not a good idea. Actually, that's not a good idea. But wait, maybe it will work. you know what? Well, the leaves don't actually matter. Well, I mean, the interesting thing is you can have leaves building up, but then how do you know when it is, when the bottle's full? Interesting. Interesting. But we have to lift it. Let's put a pin in that, so to speak. And we have to put it on top of wood. And we might have too much wood. And the wood might last for more than 4... No, I'm just kidding. We put the wood... All right. All right, this can be fine, but we want the wood to come along here. Good. We want the wood to come along there, and yes. Good. The wood's gonna come along. It's gonna sit here. And the bottle is gonna come along on top of it. And when the bottle goes on top of it, we sense and push. That's simple enough. Just like that. One of the more advanced blocks that you get a bit later is the upside down conveyor, which is very useful for getting things out of lifters. But I don't have that here, so I will have to push and sense. And that has to be supported somehow. I guess I'll just put this here. All right. All right. We have bits of wood. We have bottles. Oh, so, all right. So it almost worked. I just have to weld it. Yeah, I knew it was too easy. Let's see. That goes in from that side. That goes in from that side. The pusher and sensor are on that side, but they have to be welding too. I know how to do it. I will put my welders here. And I will make the conveyor belt higher. So, we're actually pushing. We're actually pushing. Well, let's just stick this to the ceiling. See, we stick it to the ceiling. Cool. All right, so that, yeah. See, that works. Let's add an eviscerator right about here so the wood doesn't build up. Now all we need is our cap. I have a feeling there are still problems that I have to solve in this level. It's not quite going to work, but the basics are here. We're going to do the same thing. Okay. Yeah, just a sec. Just a moment. Okay. All right. So, we need the caps. So we're going to we're going to have this leave. We're going to leave this here. And the cap can go on top. And we're going to push it, I don't know, we're going to push it to this side. Right. And we're going to sense it. So, what we have, wood, bottle, cap. That means the cap has to drop in from the top. And it has this wood, bottle, oh. Actually, yeah, we can do this. If we get the cap up this high, it can drop down. Yeah, this will work. Maybe. No, I think it will work. We just have to get the cap up high enough. So, lifter. Yeah, that should work. So it's like there's a block of space, and then we push. And then we sense like this. And then we go like this. I think this will be like that. Okay. Right, just gotta go like this. Yes. That, I believe, will work. Although, it needs to be supported. Right now it's floating in the air. So, there we go. Now it's holding onto the wall. Good. So, good. Cap goes down there. All right. It was too soon. It needs some delays. I don't know if this will work. That's closer. That's closer. It's definitely closer. Right. Alright, come on, guys. Oh, almost. Alright, almost there. Oh, and I need a welder. Duh. In fact, I need 2 welders. Right. Bink. Now, is this... It doesn't seem like it's sustainable. Okay. Alright, so it almost worked. I think I'm going to stop here for the night. I think I'm going to stop here and raid into Neon Harper, who is New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I believe. Harper has not yet gotten started, but they will soon. So, that's it for today. Probably going to stream... Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. How do I, oh. Okay, yeah. I'm going to raid to Neon Harper, who is about to start streaming. Probably going to stream Laugh Track on Wednesday, April 1st. So, have a good rest of your whatever.